Uh, uh, Hello and welcome back to Minecraft. Today we're gonna try playing a hardcore with a slightly tweaked or updated version of my RPG mod pack. Now, hopefully I've got everything set up and configured correctly, but there's a good chance that I messed something up. Minecraft is very quiet. Why is it very quiet? I guess it just feels like being it. So I'm going to recreate this world in order to keep the configs, because some of the configs are configured world-based. So in order to keep the config for the world, I'm going to always use this recreate function if I die. But after this first one, if I die again, or die once, I guess, because I haven't used this world yet, I just use this world to load in and do my configs. If I die again, let's see, we'll just call it hardcore 1, and we'll keep upping the number as we die. We'll just reset the seed here so we get a different seed. So this needs to be survival hardcore, difficulty hard, allow cheats off. Keep this, game rules. I don't even know if this matters in single player. It probably doesn't. We'll turn it off anyways. Hey, welcome Madam Mama Cats. Good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. See no reason to keep inventory or respawn immediately because it's permadeath. But we can turn off mob griefing because I don't enjoy mob griefing. We can turn off fire tick. Anything else? Probably not. Done. Create new world. Now, I don't really have a plan going into this. I honestly really should. Hopefully I can, like, kind of get used to what I should do as a plan as I do this a couple of times. Already assuming I'm going to get schmacked over and over again. Although one little thing I want to show off as we get started is the fact that I have gone ahead and I have updated my skin. So now I have a little me in game because someone was like, "Hey, you should commission me to make you a skin in Minecraft," and I was like, "No, I think I'll make one myself." All right, so plan. So one of the new mods we ditched walking pumpkins and the RPG mods, and we added in Alex's mobs. So now we have a few like cute mobs running around, some scary ones. I kind of want to disable some of the creepy ones, but I couldn't find like a very easy way to do it. I was hoping there was like a toggle for each individual mob in this mod pack, or this mod specifically. There wasn't, so we're just gonna let it be. Which means we're gonna have spooky mosquitoes in the nether, which I'm not too keen about. But it is what it is. Although there's a cool feature where it like, can transform into this buzzwole-looking insect, which I kind of like. That one looked cool, so I kind of want to keep the mosquito just for that reason. Now, is it morning? It is morning, right? That's normal morning. That's east. Sunrise is in the east. That's why they call Japan Sunrise Land. Did the crow take an apple? That's cute. How much caves are we talking here? I tend to always prioritize the wrong things on day one, and I'm probably gonna still do that. But we're gonna try to like pace ourselves and not rush into dangerous situations too quickly. So being able to flatten this area a little bit would be nice. Probably shouldn't be the first thing I do. Probably should dig into a cliff somewhere or something of the sort. So this would be west. Is that a big hole in the ground? There's water. I wonder if it's any safer if I, like, build into the side with the water. So, that's north, huh? We can build into this cliff. Probably should get a lot of wood first, though, right? And if we want to get wood... I do want to try to use Tinker's Contract as much as possible, because that's one of the things I want to get better at using. And this is a modded pack for a reason, right? So we'll grab a tinker station, a part builder, get rid of some of this grass, put the part builder down here, put the tinker station down here, put some parts down, and we're gonna go grab a small axe head, a tool binding, and a tool handle, I believe, and make ourselves just a normal wooden axe. I'm going to try to get as much wood as we can while it's daytime, and then when it's nighttime we can start digging into the cliffside and hopefully keep it somewhat secure and get a lot of cobblestone so we can upgrade our tools. Now I did a little bit of reading on the different materials in Tinker's Construct, especially early game ones, and I noticed that it seems like for weapons you kind of want to go with flint, and for tools you want to go with stone. Because stone tools, they get less damage but more like digging speed as they get lower durability, and flint tools get more damage and less digging speed. So basically if you make a flint weapon, it's going to get stronger and stronger as it goes down in durability. If you make a stone tool, it's going to get faster and faster as it goes down in durability. So probably a good idea to plant some saplings. Although like finding a village is like usually one of the easiest ways to get like a lot of free power early game, I kind of want to not just rush to a village. I kind of want to figure out what I can do with my own resources rather than just like hoarding a bunch of things from the nearby village. I've tweaked the settings for the getting extra max health as I eat food, so it should scale higher but be a tiny bit slower, or is it roughly as fast? I'm not quite sure, but I want to impose kind of like a custom rule. I didn't find a good way to like... Are you aggressive? I'm scared of the bisons. So there is like a way to whitelist or blacklist certain foods, but you have to do it each one by one manually. And I really wanted to blacklist raw foods and like bad foods, so you don't... like you're not encouraged to like eat every raw meat you find. Like raw chicken seems silly that you should be eating that, right? So I'm gonna instead have like a custom rule, which is not hard enforced by the game, but instead gonna be enforced by me, where I'm not gonna eat foods that seem like I shouldn't be eating, or foods that I personally wouldn't want to eat, which is probably gonna limit things a lot. Have I not bound my crouch key correctly? Let's see, crawl, I want that on X. I have zoom on Z though, right? Yep. I also have toggle crawl on Alt, which I probably should unbind because I don't like having that. E binds, toggle crawl, unbind that. Okay. So, I'm very picky when it comes to food in real life, so trying to limit myself on what I eat in Minecraft based on what I would be somewhat okay with. I might have to like be a little bit liberal with the rules and try to assume that I'm a little bit more desperate to survive in this game, and I'm willing to eat a few more things than I might want to eat, like things that I might not prefer to eat, but things I would be okay with eating, perhaps. So I noticed there was a red sheep. That's kind of neat. So, for example, I don't really like strawberries. I think I could, like, force myself to eat strawberries if it was, like, a matter of life and death. And then again, how many strawberries would I need to eat in that situation? Would I be able to get them all into me? I don't know. For now, I'm going to avoid strawberries. I'm going to avoid raw meats, rotten flesh, and other obvious things like that. Alright, can I just make couple of like repair tools, like wooden repair tools? I make a couple of these. I can repair my axe on the fly, which would be kind of nice. At least I believe I can. Apples. This is actually a problem. I like apples. I'm so used to eating apples in Minecraft. I actually need to like get myself some food that I would be okay with eating them. I used to like apples, but now I don't. So, what's my solution there? Am I gonna have to schmack a couple of animals? Here's the thing. There's no way for me to make this entirely realistic in terms of like my food choices, because sure, am like capable of eating things like cooked beef and cooked lamb and stuff, but I personally would not want to run around smacking the animals myself, because I would feel incredibly guilty, and the only reason I'm able to eat those things is because it's in the stores. Now, is that morally wrong and questionable? Yes, absolutely, but I already have such limited things I'm capable of eating that I'm not gonna make it harder for myself in real life. New one? Yeah, new one. Hardcore this time. Okay, the axe one-shots cows, that's nice. Let's get some sheep too. Well, I have enough for a bed, that's a good thing. What happened with the last? Which last are you referring to? I'm not a big fan of chicken, but I can eat chicken. What is that? Oh, it's a baby bison. So cute. Okay, let me try to get back towards where I was going to dig into the mountainside. Hopefully the bisons don't get upset. The horror one with spore. Apparently that mod with the spores kind of has a lot of lag issues, even on a better computer. Seems to be an issue with the mod pack or the mod itself, and not with the computer. So it got a bit tedious, so I'm putting it on the shelf for now. Okay, I need an axe. Let's see. Axe head, tool binding, and tool handle. Make a pickaxe, please. There, now we have a pickaxe. Hey, bird. You want a apple? No? Okay. I'm gonna have to cook up some food before I start starving. And of course there's a bunch of zinc ore, which you need a iron tool to mine. That's not very convenient to have in the exact place I wanted to dig into. Let me grab my workstations. Make myself a furnace real quick, and maybe a door. And of course my tool broke. Let's get a door around there. And we'll cook some raw beef with sticks, I suppose. Yeah, it specifically wants an iron tool for zinc. It doesn't even accept a stone tool. So very unfortunate that this is where I dug into. We'll dig around it for now, because we need all the stone we can get. And we have some food. Now, if I eat 2 different foods that I've not eaten before, I should gain 1 max health, I believe, is what I've set it up to do. Be careful if I find an ancient city. Yup. I will be sneaking around if I do decide to go into one. If I see one, I'll probably just not enter it. Unless I have a reason to go in there. Alright, that gives us some food. We'll also cook, let's cook some of the wood so we get charcoal started. We can make torches. I'm kind of using this hardcore, like, I hesitate to call it a playthrough, to just test this mod pack because I want to bring it over to the RPG world that I made a long time ago. And I think I figured out how I want to handle it now. So we tried a little bit last time, but it ended up being like a little messy. So I think what I want to do is we relocate to somewhere new in that world, and then we start building and living in a new area, and then eventually as we get tool and resources too, we're going to build a train station that goes back to the original base, and once we do that, we're going to have access to both bases and both resources. Alright, let's place a crafting table, a tinker station, I'm going to put that there, and a parts builder, and then we'll start replacing some of the parts around. So if I do need more patterns, let's make a solid amount of patterns so we have them for a while. And we smack that in there, we smack some stone, and I would like to replace the axe head and the pickaxe head with that. I wonder if a tool that has shearing can harvest, what is it called? Like vines from trees and such. I do still want to try playing with daggers, because I've been wanting to like play something with daggers recently. I want to have the handle be out of wood and the head be out of stone, just because I think it looks cooler, having like a full-on stone tool. Go ahead and make dagger, do that, smack that over there, put one dagger in the offhand. Now I can dual daggers. Alright, let's make some torches, because it's really dark in here. Those on the action bar as well. So if I can get my hands on some copper, it actually can function as an iron pickaxe. I make a copper pickaxe through Tinker Tools. So if I can get that, it would be quite nice. I need like a little bit of storage just to put some things in the meantime until I get better storage options. Let's make a barrel. And we can move this furnace one back. Put a barrel there, put a furnace there. Did I put lights in the back? Just, I don't want any like random mobs to spawn in the back here either. Yeah, getting a tool to get rid of the zinc is gonna be, strangely enough, a priority. Alright, I guess I'll store the foods that I don't see myself eating for the time of being. And we'll try cooking a few more of the foods that I should be eating. Any more oak slabs? Probably eventually to make more chests, right? So, oak... Make a couple of sticks. And by a couple of sticks, I mean a whole bunch of sticks. I probably don't need these doors. I can burn those. And I'd like to store the books as well. Although we do have the book that's like for Alex's mobs now. So some of the mobs I want to disable. I want to disable this one because it freaks me out. It's spooky. This one is spooky. I'm not sure how I feel about that one, but like, okay, the spooky ones are staying in for now. I just put some sticks in here. Guess we can go ahead and make a bed so we can get outside. By having it be daytime, that is. Still concerned about creepers, and that's a zombie that's walking around in full-on daylight. That's also a bit concerning. He is not taking damage from my hits. If he drops his backpack, that'd be really good for me, though. Okay, you do half my health bar in one hit. That's very good to know. So don't let you hit me twice. Got it. Is your friend equally dangerous? Had I already eaten that? Am I not supposed to get more health now? Okay, let me check my config. I'm pretty sure I changed config and I'm supposed to get extra health after eating 2 items. Usually it's 5 and you get 2 hearts. I made it 1 heart, but you have to eat 2 things. If it doesn't work, then we'll just keep it as default, because I've heard there are some issues with configuring this mod. Spice of Life Carrot Edition. I tried to configure it twice in the client, and it crashed. Yeah, okay, so there are some issues with configuring the client. Okay, we'll just keep it as is then. I just realized I kind of put myself in a corner. Okay, the zombie can't get in here if I do this, right? The problem is this weapon doesn't have a lot of range. Okay, well, we got him. Why do you not burn in the sun? Is it because you have a helmet? At least that guy does less damage, and he gave me a helmet. The other guy did not give me the backpack, though, which is what I actually wanted. I'll keep stockpiling some wood. And if we can find like a little bit of an open cave somewhere, maybe we can yoink a little bit of copper to make ourselves a copper pickaxe. There is andesite around, that's also really nice. Ooh, full-on bow? Okay, don't mind if I do. Hasn't taken damage either. Of course, we're gonna need ammo for that, but... No, maybe I shouldn't mess with the spider. I know that it does decent damage on hardcore without any armor. And they're speedy, so they're kind of tricky to avoid properly. I'm gonna intentionally not go to the village right away, even though that's the smart thing to do. I kind of want to, like, see what I can do with some of my own resources early on. Which is why I'm trying to find copper instead, because if I go to the village, there's a chance I'm going to find an iron pickaxe. There's a village there. Was there another village somewhere? Actually, let me check one thing real quick. Because I recreated the world. Open folder. If I go saves, hardcore number 1, I go server config, and I just check the Spice of Life config. Okay, if I just copy all of this over. Wait, huh? Copy all of this over. There we go. Save it. Save and quit to title. I just want to see if it automatically resets it. Because I saw someone complain that like the config file for Spice of Life keeps resetting itself, even if you change it. I could prevent it from doing that by... Have I tried realistic Minecraft? No, I kind of want to try that. I saw like a little bit of it from like a short recently. Oh yeah, I haven't... Oh, I actually immediately got the health bonus from eating... Wait, I got 2 hearts? But to make sure it doesn't mess up, there's like it's a Spice of Life command we can use to reset any bonus hearts we've gotten and reset the tracking to make sure there's no bugs. Spice of Life Carrot Edition. So there's commands. Food list clear. Be the one. Food list clear. Okay, so now we don't have the extra hearts anymore. And the foods should say I haven't eaten them yet. Hopefully now it works the way I intended it to. Oh, we got a pig. Is that sand? That is sand. Maybe I shouldn't eat foods that I would eat in real life, but just try to eat foods that at least are proper foods. Maybe that is a better rule. Are these seals? Are you a seal? You're a seal. Cute. I don't see any, like, rocky areas that I might find some, exposed ore in, which is what I really want. We need sugar canes for anything specific? I guess if I eventually want to make books. What I really want is, like, a bucket, which, once again, I could probably find in the village, but... so then I can start building a little farm. Okay, so eat one food, and then we swap to the other one. Once we've eaten them both, it should hopefully give us one bonus heart, not two. I really want to try giving the bird apples, but I didn't bring the apples. This is kind of like a... this is not just like kind of like a cave, this is a cave. Luckily there's a waterfall that goes straight up the side here, so we can get up and down. It's still dangerous to go down there, though. And actually, the waterfall doesn't quite reach the side where I'd like to be able to get up, so I'm going to add a little bit of dirt here. Oh, I actually see iron. I was expecting more so to get copper, but I'll gladly take iron. Just not get crept up by a creeper. The problem with iron is that we cannot use iron tinker tools yet, so we need a different kind of setup for that. In order to get that, we need a mix of gravel, sand, and clay. Which shouldn't be too hard to get, so I think we can get started on that relatively early. Because we need like a proper seared smelting station to smelt the iron. Whereas on the normal tinker table, you can only work some tools that are like supposed to be like easy to work by hand. I'm not sure what that includes copper, but I'm glad it does. We did get 12 iron though, so maybe we should consider getting like the resources we need to make the improved tinker station. Okay, we got lava down here. The thing is, getting a copper... okay, there's a little bit of copper there, that's not much though. Getting copper tools in Tinker is really nice, actually, because copper tools, they mine faster the further down in the world you are, which is really nice for setting up and building, like, the mine shafts. Should really leave a couple of cows so I can start a cow farm and not have to, like, pull them from across the world. There's some interesting terrain going on here. So I didn't bring a shovel with me, so getting sand and clay is probably not ideal in this current setup I have. There is clay around though, so it's good to know. There's clay, there's sand, there's gravel. Yeah, we have like all the resources we need somewhat nearby. Is my base like over that hill? Probably. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was just a bird. Is that a different village? Do I have a village both over there, and I'm just like making the decision to not go to them? That's kind of silly. This is where I dug in? This is where I dug in. Okay. Let's see if we can get ourselves a shovel of some kind. Let's see, we'll do... You make a normal shovel. You can't make a normal shovel. You have to either go for a mattock or a pickaxe. Maybe even a comma? So I know that this is like a digging tool that works for rock, dirt, sand, and gravel. What about the mattock? Is that only for dirt? No, it's also sand and gravel. It also works as a farming tool, so maybe this is what I want. Oh, my throat is so dry. 1 second. A stone mattock. Alright. It's probably gonna be nighttime soon, so we wait until nighttime, we skip the nighttime with the bed, and then we go out and get some clay, sand, and gravel. Unless there is some copper in these caves. Nah, it's just water. Just shallow water. Should have gotten like a mod that adds like a day counter in the top corner. Alright, let's see if this gives me 1 heart now. It gives me 2. Why does it give me 2? It's supposed to give me 1. Hearts per milestone. Alright. 1 more tweak to make sure this works correctly, which means I'm going to have to reset the food counter again. I'm not supposed to get 2 hearts. That's way too much for eating 2 different foods. I wanted to make it half a heart per unique food, but it didn't allow health values. A clock I can bring everywhere. I mostly wanted the counter to like show how long I've survived. Food list, clear. Okay, we're clearing that again, so I just wasted some random foods there, that's my bad, but... Right, sand, gravel, and... clay. Sand, gravel, clay. Now, digging in the water is a bit of a hassle. I don't remember if it has to be gravel or if it has to be flint. Luckily this water is relatively shallow, so it's not that hard to dig in. I don't remember how much I need of this. Get some sand too. I want to try not to live underground. I might have to like do a little bit of underground stuff early on. Once I get the resources, I want to build a little bit above ground. But I want to use a deep slate to build with, which is why I need to kind of like dig first. So I wanna try if I see if I can find like a style I like with deep slates. Alright, let's see if we see any clay close to the surface. Is this the closest one I can see? Make sure I don't drown. It's surprisingly fast at digging this thing, actually. Okay, get back up to the surface. So with these things, I should be able to make grout. And we got 56, which is not a bad amount. Probably will need more, but we can easily get more once we have some of the base things set up. Beside a village, maybe, if I can find one. I could move my base to be towards one of the villages. There is a village, I believe, over there, and there is a village further over in that direction, I think. Alright, let's see if we can get this station set up so I can get iron tools to actually get rid of this. So we're just gonna take the grout, we're gonna use coal to make it, not sticks. And we'll store some of the things. I'll withdraw the apples. I'm gonna allow myself to eat apples after all. Maybe I should just eat the things that I would like to be able to eat. It's not like I don't want to be able to eat apples, it's just that my body doesn't appreciate when I try to eat apples. And I would like that to not be the case. But I don't want to eat rotten flesh, regardless of what my body thinks about it. So we have some leather. And since this is hardcore, maybe making leather gear is a good idea. What is traveler's gear? How does that work? Do I have to put, like, some other material in here? What does it accept? Does it accept wood? Nope. Let's ask just enough items. Traveler's vest can be made out of copper, iron, seared stone, scorched stone, gold, slime steel, amethyst, obsidian. So it doesn't seem to have like any early game things I could use. The best thing I could probably make it out of early would be like copper. Which gives you depth protection, which I think is armor that's like better the further down you are in the world. You can also make round shields, which is kind of cool. I would love to have a round shield instead of a giant square shield. Or if I can have like a kite shield, that'd be cool. Okay, so we get seared bricks. We need quite a lot of seared bricks. We also need a little bit of glass, I think, so I should probably melt some of the sand I have. I don't think we need much sand, so hopefully 4 is enough. Because we're gonna make various different seared objects. I'm gonna want a seared melter, which requires 1 fuel gauge. A seared heater. That's just 8 bricks, okay. And then a seared casting table and a casting basin and 2 faucets. So the only thing that requires glass is probably the melter, which requires 5 glass, and I have 4, don't I? I go get 1 sand. 1 single sand. Is there sand down here? Oh, it seems to be clay. There is sand as well. Watch like a shark come out of the water and eat me or something. I think there are sharks in Alex's mobs. The thing is, sharks are so cute. I kind of want to like see if I can befriend sharks. You probably can't, but it would be cool if you could. Right, melt 1 more glass. I'll start making some of these things. So we needed a seared heater. We need a casting table. Okay, we got the last glass now. So we needed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Ingot gauge. Is this what we need? Seared ingot gauge? I want to make sure I don't make the wrong one. I want a seared... Oh, okay, either one works. Does either one use less glass? I think that they're the same amount of glass, it's just in a different pattern. It's like... I'm so bad at adjusting patterns, my god. Just stack them all together so I don't have to do this. There we go. Fuel gauge. Okay, so this... together with some of these. It was like... something like that. Alright, that's the seared melter. It's honestly one of the most important things. Okay, now we don't have much room for this thing, because Well, we got kind of screwed on the layout, or the ore that was in here. Try to set that up over here. Oh, we actually need more sand now that I think about it, because we need sand to make casting forms. Eventually you can use gold instead, but for now you need to use sand, which is like a one-time use. Gold is several times use. So let's just get some more sand from down here. Ooh, running out of air! We need these things. Blank sand cast. Alright, we can eat roasted chicken now. Okay, so it's very important we get a faucet, otherwise we won't be able to actually make anything at all. I think it's just like this, yep. And if I can get the basin going as well, that'd be a nice bonus. Put that there. You put a tap on either side, but for now we'll only have one side to put the tap on, because I can't access the other side. I'll remove the torch for it, though. And then we want to make a, I guess, an iron tool head. So what we need to do is we need to make a pickaxe head of any type. And then we'll head over here and we'll put the sand in and we'll make a shape imprint of the pickaxe head by putting that in there and taking it back out. And then we gotta melt some iron in here. So give me some of the coal, and we have iron on us, so that shouldn't be a problem. We add some fuel on the bottom, we add some iron on the top, it's gonna start melting it. It can only hold a certain amount of time. It's going to turn into liquid here, and then when I hit the faucet, it's going to drain the liquid and put it into this mold. We got some liquid iron. Hit that. It's going to go into the mold. Since the mold is made out of sand, the mold will get destroyed in the process, but we get the iron pickaxe head, which we can bring back to this station. Then we just put our pickaxe in here, and we replace the head. Now this is an iron pickaxe. And we can get rid of the sink and make this room a little bigger, because it was really cramped. And we probably should upgrade our daggers to be iron daggers as well, because they do not do a lot of damage right now. And they're so close range, which is really spooky. I do want to try making a few different weapons to play around, but daggers and swords are probably like my favorite thing. Although I think scythes are really cool too, even though they're like in real life, not actually weapons. We're gonna put a tap on this side as well. So on this side we can cast entire blocks. If I get enough iron to make an iron block, I can just put that in here and it's gonna fill up and turn into an iron block. How about diamond? You need a specific tool. So if you want to melt diamond to make so you can't make tinker's tools out of diamond, but you can melt diamond and make them into diamond blocks or gems. So for example, if you have a diamond chest piece you don't want and you want to get a diamond block out of it, you need to have high enough temperature to melt it down, which you need something called blaze blood, which doesn't want to show up in the menu for some reason. Let's see. Blazing blood, my bad. So to get blazing blood, you need to construct a foundry, which is the next step of this Tinker's Construct pack. And then you gotta put either live blazes into it and cook them alive, or you gotta collect blaze heads and melt those down. That's gonna give you blazing blood. If you put that in here, you can actually melt down diamond and netherite gear. Alright, let's see. The base is a little bigger now, but a little bigger than this wouldn't hurt. So should the mine entrance also be here? And I just like enter the mines from here? But rather than diamond tools, I want to see if I can make slime wood tools. So slime wood tools, I think you make that out of just pouring molten slime on top of wooden tools. And the cool thing about slime wood is that I think it has kind of innate mending. It repairs itself over time. Not quite like mending, which repairs itself with XP, but still pretty interesting. So if I do... we're just going to keep this room as is. We're going to make it 7 by 7. And then I'm going to keep going. Right now it's 5 by 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so we're going to make it a little bit deeper. And then we're going to make a little hallway, and then we're going to make where we can put the mine shaft. We can try to get some better resources. And then we get some stone in the process, which is really nice. Now, we don't have a lot of iron on our hands. And if you want to make iron ingots with this thing, it's a little clunky. You basically have to... Does it work with the repair kit? Probably not. We need like a brick shape. Like this would be a brick shape, right? So if I make an imprint of that, I think that's going to cast an ingot. And that gives us an ingot. And then we would have to do that again. So if you only want ingots, it's mostly better to just use normal forge early on. Although this thing will give you a little bit of extra resources when you melt things down. If you have enough heat, I think it is. I'm not quite sure. So right now I got the same amount of iron, I think. We'll just melt the rest of the iron in here. Do the bottom one. Make myself a bucket so we can make a farm. Probably a good idea. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and start like making a staircase. Although I probably want to get some copper before I actually try to dig all the way down, because copper speeds it up a lot. Because of that bonus to mining speed based on how deep in the world you are. Could add some torches too. It's getting dark in here. We also want to get redstone so we can make sophisticated storage chests. Because they have more storage capacity, which is very helpful. Probably get myself a second barrel. Maybe even a third one. Just put that above it. And I'll put blocks on top. Yeah, probably keep my single arrow. Keep some food on me, some sticks on me is a good idea. Some saplings, gonna plant more trees. Cook some of the food we have. And if we got the iron we need, we can go ahead and make a bucket, and then we can start working on a farm. When it's daytime. Sit safe outside. Kind of? Is my base, like, lower in the ground? Yeah, a little bit. At 66. We'll just dig out some dirt. I think I need some dirt to fill out some of the holes around here, so... I'm gonna intentionally be in a bit of a lower elevation so I get more dirt to dig. We probably don't need the biggest farm in the world, although it would be nice to get some different things growing so we can make different foods to get more max health. Because that's one of the earliest accesses to the extra survivability we get with this mod pack. We have a bunch of water down here, so let me just grab a bucket. Just gonna dig this out a little bit too. It's nice to have a little bit of space around the entrance so that it's easier to see if there's enemies around here. We should close the door as well. I have a tendency to not be cautious enough. Let's see. This doesn't use that. This uses this. Can I make some repair kits out of stone so I can repair this thing as I work? I think they have to use the correct material for the repair kits. We make a couple of these. Hope to repair this tool on the fly without going back inside each time we need to repair it. Probably get some fences too is a good idea. Let's see. How much wood do I have? Decent bit. We just turn some of this into wood and some of this into sticks. Make 2 fence gates and a bit of fence. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put a farm on one side and maybe like a cow pen or something on the other side. It's going to be very plain looking for now. See, 1, 2, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just go in like that. I kind of like a good old Minecraft box house. I don't think there's anything wrong with living in a little bit of a cardboard box for a while. Alright, to ensure that nothing comes in, I guess I'll put some fences up here as well. Like that. I guess you can jump diagonally over. I don't know if mobs are smart enough to do that. Probably try. A diamond block house? You know, diamond block, dirt block, whatever you can get your hands on. Alright, let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to put some water in here. And then, can we use this to till dirt? We can, in fact. Oh, but it broke. Okay, how does this work? How do I repair it? Do I put this in the offhand? The way around, maybe? Nope. Do I put them together here? That works, okay. What am I gonna plant here? Right now I only have normal seeds for wheat, but I would like to plant a few different things like tomatoes, carrots, potatoes. If we have any other seeds, I think we own. Well, we can plant some strawberries, maybe. Let's see, can I make strawberry seeds out of strawberries? I can actually. Also, apparently this isn't as far as I wanted this to go. This needs to go further. We can still have 2 more rows. Replace this corner with dirt. And till it all. Now we just gotta fix the fence so nothing jumps in here. Did I actually run out of fence? No, I have more. I guess I need to have fence like over the entire thing as well, in case like a mob wants to like walk down over. A bit annoying. Probably needs to be taller too to make sure they don't just like, because right now they can walk on top of this. So I might have to make more fence. There we go. A good amount more. Wait. Oh no, because you can step on this. Oh, that's really bad. Actually, it has to be really tall to prevent them from getting on top of it, because they can step on this, which gives them half a block height, and then they can jump up. So it needs to be at least this tall. Slab is also useful for this. Yeah, maybe I could do slabs instead. We can clean it up later. There are definitely going to be mobs that get on in here. And it looks kind of silly too. Alright, let's get one more strawberry seed. Just make sure there's dirt on this side too, even though it doesn't matter that much on this side if I'm going to have animals, but you know, animals deserve some nice dirt as well. I need some wheat though before we can get a cow anyways. Alright, that's a lot of unnecessary dirt. A lot of sticks. Can I use these as fuel? I made a bit many of those repair kits that don't do anything anymore. Put some torches around, yeah. Right, we should look for some new seeds once it's daytime. We plant some different things. Let's see. I have not eaten this yet. Okay, now we get 1 heart instead of 2 hearts. That's the way it's supposed to be. Well, yeah, we can actually plant some pumpkins. That's also a thing we can plant. I think I saw a seed somewhere of some kind, like a carrot seed or something. Wild carrots. A lot of flowers over there. You can just find carrots in the wild because of, what is it called? Farmer's Delight. And a lot of seeds in the wild, actually. Just have to find them. Do I have an apple? Can I give an apple to the crow? Where's the crow? I heard the crow, but I don't see him. That's carrots, though. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Pumpkin pie sounds good. How do you make pumpkin pie? Is it just a mix of wheat and pumpkin? Pumpkin... Oh, it's just pumpkin and sugar and egg. Okay. You get some eggs, then. Ooh, getting bees would also be nice. You can make like a bunch of honey glazed things. These are just normal flowers, yep. More pumpkins. Definitely make a pumpkin farm. What is this? Tasmanian devil. He's kind of cute. Do those still exist or did they go extinct? I don't remember. Hope they didn't go extinct. Well, we can check out one of these towers. That's going to give us some probably random materials. Will probably be quite good. Oh, and there are more cows around too. Give me leather! Alright, I will eat an apple. And then I will eat a steak. There we go, now we have 2 hearts. One of the reasons why I wanted to get the mod that allows you to get more health from eating different foods is just because the mod that is used to like display what the health looks like, it changes the color of the health as you go through different types of health, and it's kind of fun to see the different colors. So I wanted to have a part of the mod pack be about getting more max health. Come on, give me some iron and some other good stuff. Ooh, saddle, that could be good. Worker exploitation, depth strider is nice. I think this is iron we already had. What I should do is make some shears and then get some wool. And then use that wool to make string so we can get a backpack. So I believe with create we can break wool into string. There's any food to get from beating up birds. Feels mean though. I mean, beating up any animal in Minecraft feels mean, but when you play too much Minecraft, you eventually get used to smacking cows and pigs and stuff. Which is probably not a good thing to be used to. Okay, let's plant some of these carrots. I've got a couple of gems. They take up a lot of storage space. It's a little bit inconvenient. Probably need some more storage space soon. A lot of different foods. Now what we could do is if we grab some wooden sticks. Let's see, maybe like some stairs that I can place upside down. And then we make a... Need more wood for this? Cutting board. Put that over there. And then we need... I wonder if I can use my stone daggers for this. If I can't, that's fine. I'll just make what I need, but... Oops, not what I meant to put there. So you give me this. That's this in the offhand. Maybe with a different tool. Okay, so we need a proper kitchen knife. Now we can cook bacon instead. Let him cook? Can you cook the carrots? Doesn't seem like it. What is this? Baked pollock with carrots. Oh, that's a fancy looking fish. Yeah, I definitely need more storage space. I'll put a couple of barrels here. Why is this... Ugh, worm farm? Oh, I guess you need bait to catch the fish, don't you? That would make sense. I can make a couple of slabs. Go ahead and make 6 barrels. I'm just going to put those right over here. We'll fix the storage system later. Sunflower, huh? But now, for now, if I'm gonna eventually build myself a castle, I need to get started on getting towards bedrock and deep slates. I need more torches though, just to be on the safe side. Otherwise it's gonna get really dark on the way down. Put the torch in the offhand. I hope I find some copper on the way down so we can make a copper tool, because that's going to dig much faster. Now, I don't suppose I have copycat blocks. Actually, I do have a couple. And copycat panels and steps. Okay, interesting. If I do add copy... Is that not what this is called? No, it's just called create. Aren't there other copy, like copycat fence? Is that a thing? Or wall? Is there a copycat wall? This pickaxe is going to break very soon, yep. Any chance I can repair it with the other repair kits, or do I have to use an iron? Probably have to use an iron one, I'm guessing. We'll check if the wooden and stone ones work. Nope. Nope. Has to be iron, huh? Maybe I should make a stone pickaxe to use in the meantime, because iron is kind of like valuable right now. I have some more iron though, don't I? We can use a little bit of iron. But if we use too much, we should swap to a different tool. Maybe I should dig a narrow path first and widen it later, just to be the safer side of things. Let's see, how do you go about making the second book in the book series? Probably nighttime. Should probably get the second book so we can see what we can make with the... what kind of resources we can use to make tools with. I wonder if I can use an enchanted book. And a seared brick? We try to melt a seared brick and pour that over a book. No good. It might tell me in the first book what I need to do. The further reading. Oh, you just put them together. Okay. And I need to make some grout, don't I? So I need sand, I need gravel, and I need clay. Did I get any more clay? I don't feel like I did, but there is some clay outside. Let's get a little bit more clay. Let's see, this is clay. Make one of those, we combine that with a book. Does it work with an enchanted book? No, but we can make a grindstone and disenchant the book. Ooh, did not mean to put that there. Grab that back. Alright, how do we go about making a grindstone? We gotta cook some stone first, right? Where do I keep my stone? The storage is a mess. I'll fix it in. I have stone on me, my god. Alright, just cook some stone. And you also need some sticks and some wood. Do I have wood on me? Nope. I think you only need one cooked stone as well. But it might have to be a slab, actually. Yeah, I do believe it has to be a slab, so we actually need to make 3 anyways. A slab, make a... Does not show up naturally. I don't have sticks on me. I swear I had sticks on me. There we go, grindstone. We'll just place the grindstone. Good question. Over here, maybe? Make the book, combine the book with some grout, and that's gonna teach us some new things we can do. So I'm curious about tier 2 melee materials. So you can make tools out of seared stone. How is that compared to iron? Seared stone counts as iron quality. It mines faster, does less melee damage. Has less durability, but once again mines faster. Okay, so maybe we'll try to make some tools out of this stuff. And once again, we need the sand casts. And we need a shape. And I already put some stone in there, so I can just pour that in. Is that enough? Seems like that's not enough for one. Right, we have some more seared bricks. We can throw a couple in. And do I have any leftover sand? Because we're going to need more casts. We do have more sand. I think a binding out of leather makes it last longer. So if I go in here and I say tool binding and we make one out of leather, and then we also go ahead and we just make a temporary wooden handle. And we pour that in to finish this one. Yeah, that's a seared axe head. We put the sand in. Tool handle in. And then we pour that, see if we have enough. Looks like it. Grab that, head over here to the tinker station, and we're gonna make a pickaxe. There we go. This should also be able to mine like it's iron. A bit less durability, but mines faster. I wonder if you can make zinc tools. Probably not. No, it doesn't seem like it. I also forgot about the part where I was supposed to make myself a backpack. Should be able to do that if I just go ahead and grab some wool and some andesite. So, honeyed archer. Oh no, it's a flying skeleton. That's kind of scary. I'm gonna go this way instead. See if we left a sheep around that I can shear. What was the second thing I needed? Andesite. There's gonna be a sheep in this forest, right? Has to be. Tiny bird. Alright, where's the sheep at? Yoink, don't mind me. Oh, is this like a flower forest? That's actually really good because there's probably a ton of bees here. Hey, welcome, Foxed. How's work going? Are you catching up? What is Adzuki? That's something I should know what is. Wild carrots. I can't harvest it. It's giving me seeds. Oh, it comes out of the ground. Interesting. Let's grab some of this for the farm. Schedule going out 3 hours too late, but other than that, you're catching up. At least that's good. Sounds tedious, though. Ooh, more honey. And no bees attacked me. You think I can cut fur from a bison? That's probably like famous last words. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Is this chicken dropped any eggs? Yes, I need eggs. Another one. Give me eggs. I want to start a chicken farm. We can use the eggs to make pumpkin pies, apparently. I'm not finding any sheep. I'm finding pigs. Now you get to unwind with some enjoyable Tarko stream. Hopefully I also get to unwind with some enjoyable Tarko stream. I'm taking a painkiller so I can't feel my headache as much, but it is stressing me out that it keeps coming back. I'm not used to having recurring headaches. Usually I just sleep once and the headache is like, I'm gone. Bye-bye. Are these beetroot roots? Oh, bit of lag. It's a bit unusual. Are these also bisons? No, that's a seal. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they're cabbages. My cabbages! We'll be able to make a lot of food, probably. I just gotta figure out how to make them. I haven't made too many different foods in this pack before. Which is another reason why it's nice to add that little reward for cooking different foods. Encourages me to try different things. Any sheep over there? Oh, yes! Adzuki beans, also known as azuki or aduki, are small reddish-brown legumes commonly used in East Asian cuisine, particularly in Japan, China, and Korea. They are known for their slightly sweet... You just know that. Yep. You just had that in the back of your head, right? Exactly word for word. We trust in the knowledge. Okay, I gotta get back to my base before it's getting too late. Do I have any food on me? I have some cooked bacon. I also wanted to get more sugar canes. I don't remember why, but I did. I mean, we need sugar for the... Do we risk grabbing some sugar canes? We could stop by the village and spend the night there. Yeah, I probably wanted the sugar canes to make the pumpkin pie, didn't I? Was that rice? That might be rice out there. I think we'll spend the night in the village. They have a spare bed. Oh, no spare bed in here. I'm gonna refrain from looting the village for now. I try to be a little bit respectful. I'll probably loot it a bit eventually, but... I kind of want there to be a mod or an update to Minecraft. I think I might have mentioned this before. Where... if you steal from the village, you get like a wanted level. And the iron golems start chasing you and stuff. Are any eggs here? No. Oh, I want to know actually, can I cut vines? With this? Nope. With this? Nope, also no. What about this? Nope. None of these things can cut vines. Okay, 2-story building. Maybe there's several beds and I can use one. Yes! Free bed. There's monsters nearby. What do you mean? I don't see any monsters. Wait, can't you use shears? I have shears on me. Shears work. I think I can beat a spider. Famous last words. Where's my other dagger? I'm gonna misplace my other dagger. Now I'm slightly less confident that I can beat a spider. Why do I need to beat a spider? I don't even need the silk. I can just make it myself rather than the wool. Why do I need to risk everything to, like, fight a spider? Just give me the wool. We'll head back home. Okay, do I have room for rice? Can I make room for rice? Hold on. We don't need these anymore. These are basically worthless. Ooh, a banana tree. I don't like bananas by themselves, but I do like banana flavored things like banana milkshake or banana yogurt or banana ice cream. I used to love bananas. When I was in kindergarten, apparently, this is just a story I've been told, but I believe it. I loved bananas so much that me and my sister, we went to the same kindergarten and we both had bananas and I just stole her banana and I ate both. Which is whack, because now I wouldn't touch a banana with a 10-foot pole. This mod has a banana tree? Yeah, we got banana trees. Because I have a mod that allows you to make different ice creams called Neapolitan? I think that's the name of like the multicolored ice cream. So we can make different ice creams. It's like the tricolor ice cream, I think it's called that. The thing is with the tricolor ice cream, because I don't like strawberry flavor, I always like just take vanilla and chocolate. But I love the strawberry and chocolate though, especially if you like let it sit for a bit so it starts melting and it becomes like a weird like ice cream soup. It's strangely good. It's like an ice cream soup. Not too much, but like a little bit. I still want it to be cold because ice cream is best when it's cold, but it's funny when it's like a little half melted. How about Choco Mint? I don't know if I've had Choco Mint, but I think I'd be down with Choco Mints. Alright, let's store foods in here for now. Start making some kind of system. Can I place Adzuki beans? Like, they were planted in the ground, so maybe I don't need the old soil. Can I just put them here? Let's see if that works. Or if they need water to grow. Okay, this is my old food barrel for now. So let's actually move any food over. Do we have any raw pork chop? Eggs. Carrots. This was my block storage. We'll put sand, cobblestone, white wool, grout, dirt, cobblestone, stone slabs. And this will be my tinker chest, so we'll put that in there. I'll put seeds in here as well. And then the other chest will still be a messy chaos. Do I happen to have any andesite? I don't think I do. I think there's andesite over here. I was just scared of the skeleton that was riding a bee. There's a bee? Some people say it feels like eating toothpaste. Yeah, I can kind of get that because most toothpaste is mint flavored. But like, toothpaste isn't just mint flavored. I guess if Choco Mint is like very overpowering mint plus like some weird stuff, then it would probably feel like eating toothpaste, but I don't know. I would try it first. Like it's called Choco Mint, right? So like there's a little bit of chocolate in there, question mark? That sounds like it would be good. Now we have some andesites. Now we just need to make a crank and a milling station. For that we need iron. We have iron on us, and then we just turn the iron into some nuggets. Mix the nuggets with the andesite. We get andesite alloys. I think we need more than that though, unfortunately. So make at least one more bundle of nuggets. There we go, and then for the milling station, I think we need casing, which means we need wood. Okay, can my mattock strip logs? Oh, my axe can. I have an axe. Slap that on there, we pick it back up, and then we gotta combine it with something. I don't quite remember what. Let's see. It's like a stone type, and then one more thing. Is it a cog? Yeah, cog, okay. So for a cog, we need one wood and one shaft. Gotta make some shafts first. There we go. One wood, one shaft is a cog. And then we just put one andesite, one cog, and the casing, and we get the millstone. And then we need 3 andesite and 1 wood, I think, for the crank handle. Let's see, I might be building this in the wrong order. No, it's 3 wood and 1 andesite, okay. That's even better. There we go, get a crank handle. Do I also need an extra cog? I think I might need an extra cog. So give me one more cog. And we're just gonna place the cog, the millstone, and the crank like so. And then we're gonna grab the wool we had. We'll just take like, we'll see how much we get out of 4 if we just get 1 string per, if we get more. Crank that, it should make string for us. Yeah, we get 1 string per wool. Speaking of nuggets, did I ever show you my sad fox nugget? That sounds weird, but I don't think so, no. It sounds like an innuendo, though. Assuming it's not an innuendo, show me. If it is an innuendo, don't show me. 4 strings. 4 string, 4 leather, and a chest should make a backpack. There we go. Put that there. Shoop, shoop, shoop. And shoop, shoop, shoop. And of course it's wrong. How about now? Still wrong. Backpack. Oh, it's like in a weird order. Okay. There we go. We have a backpack. Now we can carry some things around a bit more easily. It's a plushie? Okay, okay, interesting. I put all the blocks in there. Do I have any more blocks on me? There's probably more things I want to use string for. Actually, yes. I want to make a fishing rod because we have aquaculture, so there's a lot of fish we can catch. Alright, let's see if you've sent it already. Okay, you're working on it. I'll just keep it open in the background so I'm ready to see the legendary nugget plushie. Ooh, I do not want to be placing torches. Also, using this crank makes me consume food very quickly, which can both be good and bad because it can allow me to eat more different foods. So, I don't want to eat raw stuff. Is there something I haven't eaten yet? Didn't I have like a raw pork chop? I want to see if I've actually eaten raw pork chop yet. And we can probably make a pumpkin pie. I do this. 1 pumpkin pie. There we go. Now we have 3 extra health. I have yet to eat a pork chop, so we'll eat that too. All right, let's see what this... Yeah, I think I did see that actually. Yeah, you did send me this. What is this, the infamous energy drink on the left side, or is it a different energy drink? Also, I love the folder in the background that just seems to have like different image files or something for like videos or thumbnails or something. That might not be what it is, but that's what it feels like to me because I have folders with something like that. Thumbnails, yeah. Ah, that's such a mood. I have so many thumbnails in a folder. Okay, I want to make a fishing rod. I haven't fished in Minecraft in so long. We can make an iron fishing rod? Is that a bit rich for my... I think that's a bit rich for my blood. Let me make a normal, basic, boring fishing rod. Also, let's make a barrel for create stuff. We'll put that there. Let's try to fix our storages a little bit. So we're going to take out these blocks. We're going to put them over here. And some of the basic materials we're going to put in here. And I'm going to take out the gems because they tend to eat up storage space like it's nothing. We'll put that in this one. Alright, so since it's nighttime, we rest. We'll try fishing, see what kind of fish we can get. Assuming it's safe out here. Can I just fish in this cave water? What if I go to like the part of the cave that has like slightly deeper water? It's not that deep in here. I think you want the water to be deeper. Have good odds. Luckily, we do have a river nearby. I wonder if you can fish in lava. It's a creeper. That's not very good for us. Ooh, raw cod. I wonder if those fish can bite as well, or if it's only those like random bubbles that come swimming. I have not fished much in Minecraft since they kind of like redid the entire thing. Because there used to be no particles or anything, it was just like it bobs down and then you pull it. I should make myself a fishing... A puffer fish from this lake? I definitely should get myself like a little personal fishing area. In like a safe location. Although, since we have aquaculture, we actually have to fish in different biomes to get like a bunch of different fish. Ooh, a bass. And another cod. Okay, so if we cook this up, we might get some extra health. Actually, while I'm here, I don't have much durability left on this thing, but I would like to get a little bit more sand and a little bit more gravel for the cleared bricks. Ah, there it broke. Do you want to get one of those regenerating tools if I can find myself like a slime island? There's a floating slime island. That's not specifically what we want, although... Is sky slime better? If you melt sky slime... Sky slime... What can I use that for? Can you make tools out of it? Doesn't seem like you can. I know you can use normal slime. Alright, so if I cook the fish, can you cook a puffer fish? Because puffer fish are poisonous if you don't prepare them correctly, right? So, cooked cod. Can I cut the cod with a knife? Can? Cod slice. Alright, let's do a little bit of mining to work up an appetite. Oh, it is dark down here. Give me my torches. I need to repair my tool. Is this that mine shaft that we can see from the outside? Yeah, it is. I was low-key expecting maybe running into that at some point. It's not necessarily a bad thing. We might want to explore that, but I kind of want to be a little bit stronger so I don't get one-shot by like a random arrow or something. I gotta learn how to make a shield in Tinkers. Am I gonna have to fill in every single on my mind a little bit? Yes, is the answer. And there goes that tool. Gonna jump our way all the way back up. So does all of this connect to the... Okay. Little opening here. Maybe we'll try to check this out and see if we can find some copper. Let's see, what do we have? We have a bunch of blocks. Bone meal? When did I get bone meal? Character's still not hungry enough to eat the cod. So, do I have any seared bricks at hand? Because I can just repair this tool over here, right? By just putting this in. Yep. Maybe I should upgrade all my tools into seared bricks. I mean, probably not that much of a difference. Copper would be nice, though. You can mine really fast to deep slate. You get some copper. I get myself a small shield. See if I can figure out how to make a small shield. I think we can do it with leather. And Tinker's Construct. Make like a leather shield. Unless I need a different kind of table. Let's see. If I search not shield, but shield, there's like Traveler's Shield. 3 patterns and a leather in the middle. That seems simple enough. Do I have any wooden patterns left? They're probably over here. 1, 2, 3. Wait, wasn't it 4? Wasn't it 4 patterns? Did I just say 3, but it was 4? Where do I have leather? I know I have some. There we go. Crafting table. Traveler's Shield. I don't suppose I can make any shield parts? Shield core. I put that in the off, and I can block with this. Okay, if I'm going to use a shield, I'd like to have a sword, though. Can I make a seared sword? Let's see, then we need, I think it's 2 tool handles and 1 blade handle? Or 1 small blade? Let's see, yeah. Okay, let's do small blade. Grab some of the sand prints. That in there. Then pour some seared stone if that is enough. It doesn't seem like it is, so we'll put some more seared stone in here. I need to put something other than coal in here. I'm wasting a lot of coal by just melting one thing at a time. Yeah, that's enough. And then we need the handles. We can just use wooden handles, to be honest. I'm not sure if using a seared handle is better. If I read the book, it should tell me the properties. Let's see. So we have puny smelting. We have to compare it to materials in U. So seared stone handles have less durability, but they increase your melee damage by 5%, as compared to a wooden handle. Let's see, a wooden handle would have no negative durability, but also no bonus melee damage. Wait, that's a grip. Probably needs to be... Did it say wood? Wood handle. Yeah, no bonuses. Guess we can go with the seared stone. Let me just swap the fuel for sticks or something. Assuming that's okay with the heater. 2 bricks. Make a handle print. Can I just do that with a stick? Does that become a handle print? No, it's a rod print. It's different. There we go. Kind of weird that you need 2 handles for the sword rather than 2 small blades. There we go. Seared stone sword. Now what happened to my other dagger? It's in here, huh? A bit weird. Alright, store the books in the tinker chest. What happens if I just cook a pufferfish? Am I capable of just cooking one? Nope. What about a smallmouth base? Nope, also not possible. What if I cut it up first? Not my shield. The fish. I cut up the pufferfish? Oh, I think I did. Fugu slice. Interesting. There's an enemy with a music chest or a music backpack somewhere. Start cooking this as well. Alright, so we got the shield. We should probably make it be daytime before I go into the cave. Even though you might argue that it's safer in caves at nighttime because more mobs are spawning on the surface. It's also darker and harder to see, so I think I'm gonna go during daytime anyways. Ooh, not a necromancer. A lot of damage. Okay, maybe going there is not the way to go. Let's eat the cod. Okay, one more max health. That's nice, I suppose. And that's one more heart. Haven't eaten a fugu slice yet, though. Ooh, it doesn't give a lot of food. I don't think that gives enough to give more hearts. It might. See, I want to plant the cabbage seeds outside, too. And we gotta get some water that I can plant sugar canes and rice in. Oh, there's a crow. Can I give him an apple? Here you go, friend. Want an apple? Here you go. Aw. Cabbage. I don't think I need more strawberries. I'll just let them be. Cabbage seeds, wheat seeds, wheat. We have enough wheat to make bread now. That's at least something. I got more bone meal again. I don't know from where. Well, let's get enough water to make like a little sugarcane / rice farm. Flatten some more area. At least it's going to come in handy when we eventually try to build a little castle if I build it here. I want to take some of that dirt and I want to fill it up a bit over here. See if I dig like a little water pit. Was that copper in the corner there? Oh, I didn't even notice. Fill that up. I'm gonna plant some rice in the water, and then we're gonna plant some sugar canes around the water. Let me go get that copper. Yeah, that's not a bad amount. We can make some copper tools out of that. Bird eating my crops. Probably easier to just use this. Hey, welcome, Linny. It's good to see you. See, store some fence, some dirt, some seeds, some sunflowers. Don't know where to put those. Need to move the seared duct into the tinker's chest. Eat some bread. Get more max health. Probably, yep. Okay. Anything I can make with the fugu slice? Okay, so if you combine it with cooked rice, you get like a roll. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping for if I have enough rice. So we're gonna make a bunch of rice. Let's see, anything I want to move here? Move pumpkins over here. How do you go about making ice cream? Do I need like milk and snow or something? Let's see, ice... melon juice, rainbow. Oh, it gives you buffs as well. That's fancy. Let's see, vanilla ice cream, ice cubes, dried vanilla pods, bucket of milk and sugar. Ice cubes. You get ice cubes from crushing ice. Okay, makes sense. Oh, you can actually like cool. Wait, if you cool down ice, you get packed ice? Really? Or wash it? Huh. And also schmack ice. But is there like a good way to get ice itself? Freezable. Water bucket with something in the either. Let's see, travelers. Make a copper armor set. Hopefully. Might not have enough leather to do it. It's like, you do this, you do this, you do that. We got one armor piece. Okay, I need more, let's put the coal in there. I have more sand. I do have a lot of sand. Make more sand casts. So I can make more tools. Making so many different types of pickaxes now. Put that in. Oh yeah, this you can do by hand. You don't actually need to melt it either. It's a bit of a waste, I think. Tool handle, pour that in. Then we want to use a leather binding. Let's see, leather binding, boom. Make a pickaxe, combine those three together. Copper pickaxe. Yeah, now we have a few different pickaxes we can use. I put my tools in here because I have some tools I don't need to carry around. Actually, no. You know what we do with tools we don't need to carry around? Put it in the backpack. Like fishing rod, shears. Store some seared bricks, store some copper ingots, carry some apples with me in a bucket. Probably put the bucket in the backpack too. Any foods I can bring with me that's like good to have? Cooked steak. Back in the mine we go. Do I have torches on me? I do have torches on me. Well, I got the copper pickaxe I wanted, so now I feel comfortable digging deeper. This pickaxe is going to get faster and faster the deeper we go, which is really nice. Oh, starting to see deep slates. And is that amethyst? Is it safe to peek my head out here? I think I saw a skeleton or something. Oh yeah, definitely saw a skeleton or something. Just grab some... How large do they have to be? Amethyst cluster. Amethyst cluster. And new ones should grow over time, so that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, there's dangerous stuff down there. And we're gonna run into that regardless if I keep digging down. I need to think of how I'm gonna fight back against enemies. First things first, I'd really like to get a lantern. So if I can get this iron. Or I drown, preferably. Because I fixed a mod now that allows you to make lanterns you can equip on your body. We're just going to solve our not being able to see when we have a shield in the offhand. See, so just melt down the iron normally. And I'll take a little bit of the iron I have. Make a lantern. Go, one lantern that goes on the belt slot. And now we have a light source as we move around. It's really nice. I'm gonna melt a bit of stone that I can use to fill in parts of the cave. So I'm gonna have to fill in a little bit down here to avoid those mobs becoming a big problem. And if this is just one water block, let me just use a bucket to clear it out. Should be a little bit easier. Okay, how dangerous is it down here? So there's a zombie. A lot of gold and zinc. It's kind of nice. And iron. Probably want to get ourselves some iron armor, so probably should be gathering our iron in large quantities. Get gold, we can make the gold cast so we don't have to keep using sand over and over again. It's also kind of nice. Copper. Ooh, that's a little scary. Okay, let's try fixing this path. Deep am I? -9. I want to get to like -50, 54. And there goes the copper pickaxe. Let's see how slow the seared one is in comparison. Quite a bit slower. More layers. Although the main good thing now is that we're getting deep slate that I want to use to try to build my little castle-esque thing. It's not going to be like a massive castle. It's more so going to be like castle aesthetics. Or at least an attempt at having castle aesthetics. So maybe it's more of like a fort. Almost there. And layer -52. 3 and 4. That's the layer I want to be at. Should be the layer with the least risk of lava spillage, but still some risk. While being as deep as possible. Yeah, as you see. We're on level with the lava, so we don't actually have it pour towards us, which is kind of nice. Stone is not too bad. That's why we need to fix our storage. That and a lot of iron, but for starters, redstone. Got 31, so... Would be really nice if there was some diamonds down here. Like, if I want to progress as safely and quickly as possible, what I should be doing is just kidnapping a bunch of villagers and making an iron farm. And then setting up different trades, getting diamond armor and tools from them. And then once that's done, start working on a foundry that can melt down diamond. And then just go ham. Is this clay? What if I grab some clay? Calcite? Oh, is this another amethyst? Is there clay around amethysts? Well, I want the clay, so... I want the gravel too, actually. Oh, there goes my tools, so we're not getting any more. Alright, let's find a way out of here. No, I can grab the iron. I want to get iron armor after all. Like I heard something walking. Like a skeleton or something. Hopefully not a creeper. I also gotta be careful in caves, because this mod pack comes with like a cave enderman. Which is basically like an enderman, but they're aggressive. For some reason. At least I think they are. Either that or they just don't like you looking at their legs or something instead. This is why I like making stairs so you can run back up. Still want to try to make that minecart up and down that I've talked about for several worlds recently. And it always ends up getting interrupted by something. Again, I guess the main issue is we need a lot of gold to do it. Like booster rails, because making minecarts go up and down is a bit of a hassle. Either you gotta use a bunch of booster rails or you gotta use like a furnace cart to push it up and down. Alright, let's see. If I make some redstone torches and we grab a bunch of sticks. Do I have a lot of wood somewhere? Should get a decent amount of wood. Let's turn that into sticks. And make redstone torches. And then if we grab a crafting table, we should be able to make basic upgrades. These should make our barrels a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I also get iron for them, then they're going to be bigger, but I have one upgrade slot now. Which isn't too shabby. I'll put the clay in here. Melt the iron. My inventory is such a mess. Okay, let's try to repair the tools first things first. So I need some seared stone, copper, and some cobblestone probably. Let's see, repair you. Repair you. Repair you. And this guy would need iron. Grab some iron. Repair you. I'm gonna store some of these guys away for now. Store the clay, the flint. Bring back out the deep slate, because we're going to use that to build. Although I have no idea how to go about this build. Because we need a lot of things to fit into it. Place to cook, place to like make the forge, place to sleep, maybe a place for like some create stuff. So if I don't make everything I need on the first go, I need to at least make it so it's possible to expand it without it being very confusing. I'm gonna try to get a lot of space by digging out dirt here. There's some grass too. I need a faster tool for digging dirt. Something I can upgrade this to make it really fast at digging dirt. Have it last longer. Maybe I should go out and look for that slime resource that I've been wanting. The problem is I'm just running out of a bit of a storage space. I can't even, like, sort out my current inventory. Let's make a double chest. Put it over here. Start putting blocks in there instead, because blocks is what seems to take the most space right now. Let's see, food still goes over there. Is there an arrow slot I can put arrows in? Can I put arrows here? Oops, not where I meant to. Can I put arrows there? Nope. What is the arrow slots? Will they equip automatically if I right click on them? Nope. I don't know what the arrow slot is. Okay, did I finish melting iron? Is that all the iron I had? There's some left over here. It's not a lot. Ooh. I want to get a house for leather. It's a bit rough too. Because how much do you need for these, like, traveler's armor pieces? You need mostly leather, right? So I go out exploring and we find some cows along the way. As long as I have a crafting table on me, you can kind of make the armor on the go. So you just bring some wood. and repair my tools before I go anywhere. Which requires cobblestone. I don't need to carry torches around anymore, to be honest. Put those in there. Here are the mattock. Do not need to carry sunflowers around either. Let's see, pickaxe. But I feel like the copper pickaxe is the easiest one to repair, to be honest. Where do I store sticks? Here? Right, how long until nighttime? I feel like it's soon. Probably setting there, right? West, yep. Right, so if we go exploring, we look for... What are we looking for? We're looking for... My brain isn't working. Cows for leather. And... slimes. I want to find slimes. I want to build a boat so I can sail. See if we can find like a slime island or something if there's ocean somewhere. We bring a good amount of food with me. Cook some of the food we have. I would like to make some more sticks. Which is a very inefficient way to cook things, but at least it doesn't waste any fuel. Well, it does by existing, but not by... No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Put some of the food that I don't need to actively have in my bar in here, so I have it with me. I wonder if any of the rice is done cooking. Growing. Only one. I'm probably gonna use that to grow more. I was not even done. Did I grab it too early? I think I grabbed it too early, my bad. Right, we have a boat, we have food, we have some gear. Should be safe enough to go on a little trip. Make sure I know where my base is though. Negative 110, 74, 98. Maybe this will lead to an ocean. That's a sky slime island, but we don't need sky slime. We need normal slime. There's another village over there. Maybe I should check out some of these villages. At this point, I've gotten some of the early game stuff I wanted to get done before checking out a village. It should be fine to check them out around now. We'll still get a lot of good stuff from it, but I wanted to like find some iron and some basic gear myself before I went any further. I can find a bison. I can probably get a lot of leather from those too. Is that a seagull? Better not be a giant octopus in the water. Another floating slime island is not what I need. Did you steal something from me? You steal the food I was holding? I wasn't even holding it. He didn't steal my lantern, did he? I have no idea what he stole. Have food stolen from your inventory by a seagull. How annoying! Summon horse is kinda nice. Not that I can use it until I get like a spell book, but... a belt that I can't equip. chest-piece strawberry scones. Quiver, that can probably hold some arrows. An onion, put that in our farm. And tomato seeds in our farm. Let's see, so if I equip the... It's not a quiver? It's a back item? Brother, why do I have a quiver though? I don't have passive skill tree. Any other mod that adds quivers? Anchor's construct adds quivers, okay. This thing is kind of useless then. Ricochet, featherfall. What does ricochet do? Projectiles fired by the slingshot will bounce. Huh. Didn't even know there was a slingshot. Probably a good idea to yoink some food. Potatoes I do want. I can make some potatoes in my farm as well. Chipped blast gem is pretty nice. More onions I can plant. More potatoes I can plant. Trying to mostly take things I need. Raw cod. Barrels are nice. Hunter's belt. Crossbow. Straddle jump increases the height of straddle boards, whatever that is. I'm not going to check all the enchants. There's a hole in the ground that's a bit spooky. Emeralds I'll take. More onions, potatoes. Dang it. Let me out. Are you stuck down here too? Or are you showing me the way out? Oh my god, he's showing me the way out. Yeah, we got a cleric. A ring that makes you immune to freezing is nice. Some boots we can equip. A spore sack. What is a spore sack exactly? +1 experience point for each spore released by the poison synthesis ability. 1 experience point for each additional spore split by the decomposition ability. When taking damage, throws a spore in a random direction that sticks to surfaces and explodes when a target approaches, dealing damage, poisoning, and slowing, and blocking healing for 5. Does that affect me? Because if that affects me, then that's awful. If it doesn't affect me, then cool. Goes in the charm slot. Boom. I actually want to... I wasn't able to equip the belt that I found earlier. I actually want to be able to equip that belt. It's because of the lantern mod that I can't, because that takes the belt slot. But I don't think that should be mutually exclusive, so I should have done this before. Curios, what is it now? Is it not Curio? Let me check. Curios commands. What's the... Yeah, it's supposed to be /Curio. Oh, right, because you can't change stuff like that in friggin' hardcore. Right, that's why I can't config it that way. Can I do it this way? Why doesn't Curio show up? Curio's API config. Server. Menu. Experimental. Common. Slots. Add. Belt. Apply. Apply. Save. Done. Done. Do I get another belt slot now? Nope. I guess I can't do anything about it. Why does it not show up when I search for it? It's so annoying. I have to find it manually. Friggin' Curios API. Shouldn't have messed with it. Curios API. Doesn't the lantern thing... can I not search for anything? I can search for Curious Lantern. Does this come with like add an extra slot? Two. Does that fix it? Nope. Also doesn't fix anything. Oh, well. I fell in the hole again. I'm so tempted to kidnap a villager. I probably will eventually. It just bothers me that I can't use belt curios because of the lantern thing. Mutton chops, why not? Have I eaten cooked mutton? Can I check that from this list? Cooked mutton, I have. Can I quickly cook this in here? I wasn't trying to trade you. You just stepped in the way. I guess I can equip the ring. What does it do? Freeze immunity? Boom. Cook a potato as well. Can you cook an onion? Probably not. Okay, spell recovery, blood needles, chainmail boots, arcane essence. I can actually get a lot of iron by taking the iron things in this village and then melting it down in the foundry. Ooh, Splendor Gem, best gem in the game, in my opinion. Infinity Ham, useful, but not that useful in this because we want to be eating unique foods. It's good as a backup if we don't have any foods, but we need to like prioritize eating as many different foods as possible early on to get more max health. Brought the boat with me, right? I'm telling you I just parked the boat and didn't bring it with me. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I do this. I go get my boat back. I don't even know where I parked it. It's like right on the shore here. It is. Alright, I'll just get into the boat then. Sail some more. Looking for an ocean or something. There's so many villages. And for some reason I can see my lantern floating in the sky. That's a weird bug. It's only when I zoom in though, I think. Still a strange bug. Sky Slime Island, Sky Slime Island. Where's the normal slime islands? I definitely should have carried a bed with me so I don't have to run around outside at night. This might be the end of me. Of course, I have the option of going back to the village, but backtracking isn't very fun. A gator! Cute though, but I did not expect there to be an alligator here, or a crocodile. I can't tell the difference. I've googled the difference several times. I know what the difference is, I just don't know which one belongs to who. Okay, there's several black sheep. I can get a black bed. Are you gray? You're gray. Are you also gray? One of you guys give me 2 wolves then. My god, and the other one is bright gray. Oh my god, my luck. I combined them to make a different color. Maybe if I find some squids. Are there any squids in the water? And not crocodiles? I think I see a slime island, though. Is it a slime island? I think it is. I don't get eaten by a shark. Why is the moon so thin? Is that how it's supposed to look in Minecraft when it's like a gibbous? A waxing or waning gibbous? Oh, there are squids. Okay, can I color the wool with this? I can. I'm saved. Kinda. Okay, how do I get up on this island? It's so tall. Sky, slime, dirt. I just dig like a little staircase into it. So bouncy. Sheesh. I think there's a pair of boots you can make that have slime on them to prevent you from taking fall damage or something. That could be nice. Green heart log. Why not? I don't have space for it. Can be fixed. Alright, can I go ahead and make a bed? I thought there would be slimes here too, but I guess not. So green trees, huh? Good thing the items don't bounce around. Won't be funny though. Slimy leaves. Oh, is that a slime? Like I heard like a jumping noise. I have more of these trees. So how do you make slime steel? Molten slime steel. Yeah, but how do you make molten slime steel? Probably tells me in one of the books. Mix of sky slime and iron. Oh, okay. And seared stone. You need a foundry to make it. Yeah, there was a bunch of white sheep too. Raccoons! Cute. Don't they like sugar? I don't have any sugar. I like sweet things. And then they try to wash them in water and they disappear. Probably not good to give them sugar though. They probably like everything, to be honest. Trash pandas for a reason. Ooh, chicken egg. Yoink. Any more chicken eggs? Yep. Yoink, yoink. Another one. Yoink. Cute. So from here, where is my base? What the coordinates? Negative 110.98. It's a little bit this way then. And there it is. Alright, let's see if I get any chickens. What are the odds? Oh, no chickens. Let's see, Sky Slimes. I'm curious if you... Wait, we can make a book for it. I think, if I get this one. Oh, but this one has Depth Strider 3! Come on, game! Alright, just disenchant it. And you just combine it with one slime orb. No. How do you get the Tinker's book for slime stuff? It's called like gadget something. Is it a sky slime ball? Of course it is. Okay, let's just experiment then. Because I was wondering if you just... It's called a slime wood. Do you just take a wooden tool and pour slime on it? Nope. Alright, slime. Maybe you pour on a wooden tool part. Fix my inventory. You'll have so many things we can plant. So let me just go get tomatoes. Onions. Those weren't onions. Potatoes. Now we're gonna store them in the food barrel. Alright, let's see. So if we bring... Let's get rid of this. Use this as fuel. Okay, did I have wood anywhere? Make wood. Make a bunch of wood that we can put in here. Alright, so make me... I guess the main goal is to... There's no, like, shovel, is there? Nope. So either pickaxe or mattock for digging out stuff. So do I just, like, put this in here and... Okay, that's how you do it, I think. I'm just gonna soak into the wood and make a slime wood axe handle head. And if I go here to my mattock, put that on it, gets overgrowth and over slime. I think makes it regenerate durability over time. Which is kind of interesting. Let's see, does it explain itself if I put it in here and I look at over slime? Tool consumes over slime instead of durability until it runs out. Not friendly towards tools lacking slime. Tool slowly grows over slime. Yep, so just growing over slime over time. That's kind of weird. Not sure if it's any good. But now it's completely made out of it. Do it for the axe as well, maybe. Be axe head, axe handle. There you go. What handle does this have? Does it tell me? Is it just a wood handle? It is just a wood handle on this one. Then I wouldn't mind, not handle, I mean binding. I wouldn't mind having a slime binding then if that exists. But what happened to the thing I was making here? Wasn't I making a handle? I wasn't. I have a handle on me, oops. Can I make myself slime daggers? Seems kind of silly. Can you give it slime quickly by feeding it some slime? I think you can. What happened to the handle? Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. I gotta be, right? I have to be. Completely insane. These logs. Green hard planks. Just in case you want green planks, I guess. Really green planks. Where I put my summon horse scroll. Don't have enough chests for all this stuff. I say while I'm carrying around 2 barrels. Don't worry about that part. Okay, make it daytime. I want to see how efficient this tool is and how fast it breaks. Although I think we're going to wrap it up soon because I'm feeling a little bit unwell, unfortunately. Decent speed. Durability seems to run down surprisingly fast though. It's supposed to go back up on its own. I guess maybe if you use like 5 of these and then you just keep going through them in your inventory, you just keep going. Like this doesn't last very long. I mean, I guess the nice part is you can just feed it slime to repair it, but that's not that different from other Tinker's tools that can also be just fed things to repair. So you use the seared stone axe to mine some of this. Is the mattock the thing that can... No, not mine stone. That's the pickaxe that does stone and dirt. the most efficient tool in the world. Guess that's the price you pay for early game mending. So it goes over to use normal durability afterwards. But can that repair itself because it's a complete slime tool? Because it has durability and over slime. That's two separate things. So I guess this normal durability lasts a bit longer. It's just the over slime thing that doesn't last very long. Alright, so if I'm going to build a castle here, I'm going to have to do a lot of digging. I think we're going to wrap it up here for now, because as I said, I'm not feeling too well, and hopefully I'll be done having random headaches soon. That's going to be it for now, so thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again next time, and even if I don't, have a great day. I'm gonna peace out. Alright, bye-bye.